what happened, y'all heard what happened, y'all seen what happened, and we just here to talk about what happened. It's the podcast Heat Check, episode 22, and my knucker back. My knucker. What's the word, kid?
Man, I can't call it.
You can call. You just don't nobody know you got it.
That's the same shit said.
Yeah.
I was just on the phone with he said that same
Yeah, you can call it, nigga. What's going on, boy?
Man, I can't complain. Bless, man.
What's happening? We got your boy Beloved back. Y'all know Beloved couldn't stay away, man. You know what I'm saying? Got Beloved back.
Peace, God. Peace.
What's happening with you?
Nothing too much. Same old shit.
You got the Cycle 5 shit going on, guy?
Cycle 5.
That's very fresh.
It's different, man. It's a cycle that I went through and get to show the growth from it.
Yeah.
It's growth, Cycle 5. You know what I'm saying? So every cycle presents something. I wanted to come different because I feel different now.
And motherfuckers just gravitating to them motherfuckers too. Like,
Yeah.
that windbreaker right there and them truckers. I've been seeing a lot of traction
As they
on
should,
them.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
You put this on and you go and be great, shit.
For sure.
And it's all organic, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is organic here, man. It ain't. That's why it's a drop every
cycle.
Wow,
yeah. Every cycle, as you go through your
drop.
yeah. So in essence, your clothing line grows with you.
Yeah. The cycle's all about me in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like everybody done been through something in their life.
So what did Cycle 5 bring you?
More confidence. I went through a lot. I was challenged a little bit more in this cycle. So I had to. Everybody don't want to say this though, but even in your journey of being great or whatever, even Kobe was kind of doubtful at times. You know what I'm saying? Even when you great, you still Mike too.
Mm-hmm.
You got the moments where you kind of doubtful of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to go through something and realize, shit, I'm that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to be the nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what Kanye showed us on that documentary. He was the nigga that he said he was.
He manifested that shit, didn't he?
Yeah.
That shit was dope, wasn't it?
That shit the dopest shit ever. To see somebody plant a seed, you know what I'm saying? Go get the seed, pick it, plant it, and talk to that motherfucker and tell him it's gonna be great. You're gonna be the biggest fucking seed I ever planted. And I'm gonna make sure of that shit. Even when everybody try to tell me it's not. And then you got one person in your ear, your mother, like.
I was gonna say that. I mean, watching that documentary, it gave you a better understanding of the relationship that he had with his mother. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be half. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you watch that shit off. I've been fucking with the sativa, the sour diesel lately. Mm-hmm. You watch that shit off the sativa and shit, man. That shit had you misty. You know what I'm saying? That shit had you misty and shit. You know, over some real shit. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, his mom.
Do, man.
Yeah.
Especially because, you know why I had you misty too? Because you on that same fucking journey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you going through some of that shit you seen, and it's inspiring, man.
Yeah. It definitely did that to me.
And then when his mother told him that shit, you could be up high still.
The giant.
Yeah. You could be high, but still have your feet down low on the ground. Balance yourself.
Look in the mirror.
I think you great. I don't think it's nothing wrong with what you're doing.
I think
Balance.
I always say it the same way where I say the same people you see on your way up, you see them same people on your way down.
Yeah.
Be careful how you treat people.
Yeah.
That's definitely true thing.
Yeah.
Be careful how you treat people.
Yeah. That same nigga that's down could be up tomorrow.
Yeah. You never know who you gonna need.
For sure.
And you gotta learn that shit, man. I mean, even with you having principles in life, you still have to stay sharp with those principles because there's gonna be some moments that's gonna challenge that shit really, really hard.
But sometimes, man, and I know everybody at this table can attest to that shit, man. Them principles gotta be challenged in order to obtain new ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you say, it's like you go through shit, you know, and I'm a firm believer you grow through shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So some of those original principles that you was adapted to, you know, some of those have to be tried. So, you know, in order for you to maximize the full potential of those principles, man. And with us being human, you know, we can get weary.
By you saying growing through it, what do you call a person that, okay, so you got a repeat offender?
Talk to the mic.
Repeat offender?
Yeah.
I mean, a pathological liar.
Mm-hmm.
A repetitive thing.
This your shit. You commit crime.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what you do. You commit crime.
That's what it. That's
I mean,
that's the label.
What do you call that behavior?
They call it. Go ahead.
They call that shit. I don't want to say it's learned behavior and shit, but it's
Habitual.
It becomes a habit in your shit.
So
Rewind back
to
repetition is the father of learning, no matter what it is. Repetition. The more you know.
Yeah.
That's why you can watch Sesame Street like a kid as a child. You'll watch Sesame Street, and you will see the letter A 32 motherfucking times on that motherfucker, and the number 11 32 times on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But by the end of that program, end of that show, your kid can spot the letter A and the number 11, because they just in an hour time they done showed them the letter A 32 motherfucking times. So if you type motherfucker that shit, breaking the cribs is what you do. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you gotta be. That shit gotta become you. So that it gotta become a habit of you doing. You gotta kind of want to put the energy in that shit.
To be a repeat offender or a habitual criminal?
Yeah.
A repeat offender and a habitual criminal. That's like
the same thing.
Nah.
To the man?
Yeah, that's kind of
repeat mean you have made the same mistake.
You get a few of them. Habitual is like extreme. You
don't need to be here no more.
Yeah,
out here on the streets no more.
You overkill the shit. Yeah. That's why I was out. He was finna say you saying a repeat offender shit. I was a repeat offender, but I ain't no more. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped repeating. You know, so that's kind of different.
I can't give you the repeat offender because I learned my lesson after I had offended. Every time I offended, I learned my lesson. Like, I said that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? that wasn't it. I didn't repeat the same offense. You feel me? Well,
let me see. Because you had me at a loss for words with that one. Because I'm like, damn. So what would you call a person with a repetitive behavior, of negative shit? There was something you said that made me say that.
With a person with a repetitive negative behavior?
Yeah. It was something you said that made me say that.
I still say they got to put the energy towards it, because the same way you put the energy towards when you practicing your footwork or whatever, you make it a habit. You make it become a habit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got to put energy towards it and want to keep doing the shit. It's just like they tell you, when somebody ready to quit doing what they doing, they gonna do it in their own time.
For sure.
So even with Kanye West, his story was that was how that's his pace and his flow. Somebody else might have been a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It might have took them a little bit longer. They did it. They cycles been a little bit shorter. Shit like that. But he was like on course with all his shit though. But if you watch in the whole documentary, you see a whole bunch of people in this documentary that now are huge out here in the industry and shit like that. But they was doing leg work then. So they had to believe in themselves then. They was in a process then. They was in the midst of their process right then. We watched it with him. And now you see these people, they got
behind the scenes. Yeah. And now you see the
just like him. That's why so
you surround yourself with likeness or what's the word? With like minds.
Yeah, like minds. Yeah. But they all, believed in their fucking self. Or believed in him. And then he inspired them to go. Like his homie, what's his name, who was doing the shooting of it?
Cootie.
When Kanye got to a certain, but when Kanye he got paid now. He ain't never think. When Kanye got to a certain level, Kanye had to transition to some more shit. Yeah. It wasn't no disrespect to his homie, but he was on another level. And what his homie say? I started doing my own thing.
Yeah. Go do you.
Right. He ain't quit and say, damn, I'm my ticket over with. Some people would have said their ticket was over with. He
paid off.
That grew him. That process with Kanye got him ready for. And that motherfucker's like, can you do my shit? So he made his way, and then they met again, and they still was at a different growth spurt. Did you see that part?
No, I didn't see that one.
When Kanye bumped into him, and they was like at the Grammys or some shit. See, he was acting like he didn't know him. He was fucked up.
I only saw 2 episodes.
Yeah. And he was hurt from that shit.
Cootie?
Yeah.
I would have been.
Yeah. But Kanye was like, nah, this my man Cootie. He the one who did everything. He started it. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Cootie, I wouldn't be here. And then when they kind of like take the mic off, he like, man, why you act like you ain't know who I was, man? Stop playing with me.
Right. Stop doing me like this. Yeah.
But Kanye was like, nah, this my man. You know what I'm saying?
It's that ego shit.
Yeah.
Check himself real quick. He had to hear Don the voice in his head, look in the mirror, put you on the ground, be the same giant.
He had to level himself.
Yeah.
But watching that shit with Dirk and him, that $1 million worth of gang.
Yo, right. Did you see that episode, beloved?
Yeah.
With Wallow and Gilly?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Joe, $1 million worth of game. That's your shit, right?
Yes.
You saw the episode?
You saw the Dirk episode?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I thought it was cool for what it was. You know what I'm saying? I like to see young niggas getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I always like that shit. I don't want to say like the gem that Wallow dropped. I ain't gonna say it felt real, but then it was also very convenient. But it was real.
What kind of
convenience?
For the moment, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, like
in that situation, I guess he felt what he felt, and he said what he had to, how he felt. You know?
Yeah.
But I feel like he went on tap ears, but he ain't going to listen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you said with the moment, I think Wallow, you got to look at Wallow in his background. Wallow been through some shit. Wallow came home and made his own he dug his own fucking path and trailblazed his shit. Like, he made his own way. He been to the joint. He been through some shit. He a champion. So I think Wallow knew when it was right to hit them. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought he knew it was going to fall on deaf ears too, but I think it was genuine.
I believe
when he got a chance to really go in, then he like, okay, this is my time right here. Okay, enough with that. I'll let y'all get off. Before you leave, I can't leave
without
talk my shit
game.
about all this shit and not give you a little piece of it.
Yeah.
I did what I was supposed to do. From that, you could take it and get what you gonna get from it.
He made
himself
vulnerable too,
shit.
like he made himself vulnerable, and I think that was real admirable.
Yeah,
I definitely was trying to say that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that because you got to look at it. The generation before us, how they looked at us, and the generation before them, how they looked at them. They don't understand.
Yeah,
how we gonna connect with them?
Yeah,
that's the first thing we say.
Yeah,
man, I don't want to be bothered with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When we had baggy pants, big t-shirts, high top fades, and all that going on, and cats was 27, 28, 35, you know what I'm saying, riding past, looking at us or whatever. Like, man, you know, the shorties out there, they fucked up, they lost or whatever. I mean, like you say, you know what I'm saying? Give
have some humility.
Like you say, they not bitter OGs.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get that. I didn't get bitter OG, but at the same time,
no, they not.
It's a different day and time than when we were.
We was a little bit more receptive to the shit that they was giving us at that time.
Sure, now,
we kind of was.
You looking at two East Coast niggas coming to Chicago.
Yeah.
Trying to,
capitalize off the culture?
Not so much as capitalize off the culture. Whether they were or not, I don't know. But what I'm saying is
definitely shout out to Wallow.
Yeah, you trying to deliver a message to a camp that's really, really, really doing this shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, you see how short. You see the faces. You see the looks on the faces, like you said. You know what I'm saying? When he was breaking the message down.
But
that's all. Let me tell you something, man. Yeah, listen.
If there's anybody
that's all them all, that ain't nothing but a room full of masks, man.
Yeah.
All them in there going through something. They just and you hit a key point. Like, you do have to, you can't just be saying them young niggas wild. And you got to understand that they's doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
But still, at the end of definitely. But at the end of the day, I think he did the right thing. And I think they responded how they was gonna respond. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna hit them later on. How do you get the youth? You gotta give them a little bit. You can't flood them and saturate them with that shit. So you gotta give them a little bit, let them think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think if he would have just let it keep going and not gave them that at all, and he been through, I don't want to say they two East Coast niggas who ain't been through no shit. You know what I'm saying?
They been through some shit.
No, Wallow. I know what you're saying. Like, can't nobody really say shit about them, and they really in this shit, losing lives and shit. But like he told you, he lost a life too, though, and he had to figure it out. Like, man, some shit you just gotta let go, and that's hard to.
My opinion on the whole thing is, I think Wallow did a commendable job. And I say that because they not from here. And I think Wallow recognized how real that culture is here. And so in essence, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
You never knew if you be in the same room with any of these fellas ever again in life. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you don't want to miss your moment. Fuck the cameras, fuck who's here. This is from me to you.
Yeah.
Cause I know I know how serious it is with y'all.
Yeah.
I know how for real it is with y'all. You feel me? So I would be less than what I consider myself to be if I had this opportunity.
Yeah.
And I called my shit $1 million worth of game, and I didn't get y'all youngins no fucking game.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to. So Wallow bear this shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Wallow made itself vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In front of them to you know, to get them to understand it ain't about no cameras. This is about
Yeah.
you know, this is about you all.
Yeah.
You know?
Because that was the content of the whole fucking show. It really wasn't nothing else. They really wasn't talking about too much.
But my point in saying what I said was, by them being too East Coast, like you said, their system, their structure, their culture, and far as gangs, everything is different.
Drill not moving to New York. It's not getting popular in New York.
Yeah. It's different from where they're from. So they don't understand the games that's being played up here in Chicago as far as the streets.
Yeah.
And these young niggas.
Yeah.
How they moving, the camps they moving with, the blocks they got, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand the system, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, and it started with us. What Larry Hoover laid down, what Jeff Ward laid down, that traveled throughout. Ain't none of they gangs or any other city, it didn't spread throughout the United States and dominate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The movements from up here did. So it's like them coming here, and I get it, he was explaining what he explained, but man, you got to really, really, really be able to identify with Shorty and them, because they really got a problem up here.
It's not your job. When you delivering a message, it's not your job as far as how they receive it.
Yeah.
You have to just be as pure and as sincere in your delivery as possible. You know, that's your job. That's all your job is.
Yeah.
Don't miss your beat. You know, and it seemed like it you know, I'm gonna be for real. What I got from it was, y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know who we are, you know what this is, you know what the image is. We gonna make this a turned up interview, it's gang shit, you know what I'm saying? And you caught me off guard with the sincerity shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was like crickets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of situation. Shout out Wallow. Shout out Wallow.
I fuck with Wallow.
Yeah, shout out Wallow.
I mean, I don't think nobody, I don't give a fuck where you from. You got to be from Chicago to understand the whole setup of Chicago. I don't care where you from.
That's my hope.
I'm saying, but couldn't nobody speak on the bus of niggas from here.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
But it's still relatable. He still got some shit that's relatable.
Yeah. I think out of all those guys in that room, man, somebody heard him.
Yeah.
No, they gon' hear.
Somebody heard him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody felt.
I told you them masks, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, for the pandemic, niggas been wearing masks.
Somebody took something away from that.
So, fellas, let's move on. We gonna goddamn it bounce around a little bit. So check it out. The smack heard around the fucking world.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
I knew it was coming.
Will Smith smacks the shit out of Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars.
That was a
Let's
smack.
get to this. We
That
I thought that was like a little
we touched
jab
on
or
this
something.
earlier a little bit.
Nah, he-
If this was your bitch,
he open hand got
Baldy.
open hand slapped his ass.
If this was your bitch,
Shout out Baldy, she didn't want to be on camera and shit, but
slime.
you know, Slime was advocating for Jada Pinkett Smith. We gonna get to that.
Yeah.
But I want to ask y'all one question real quick before we go any further. Was that shit real or was that shit staged?
I don't know, man. You going?
From what I seen, the way it was broke down, I say and you dealing with two good ass actors.
Yeah,
I say it was staged.
yeah.
I go for staged.
I got a little bit of that stage shit too.
Why? What made it staged though?
That shit was too perfect, man.
The way I
Everybody
look at
said it
shit,
was
like
real.
I
It
said,
was
I'm
real.
looking and motherfucker, like, dude, he walked up, hands behind his back, first of all.
Dwayne say he think it was staged too.
That shit
Hands
had
behind his back, first of all. And
Yeah.
then he tucked that motherfucker out a little bit for him. Like he coached it up some, chin down in the suit jacket and just, you know what I'm saying? Come
He
on,
braced
man.
himself for that shit.
Yeah,
brace
bro.
yourself.
I mean, I say
He moved with it too, but
yeah, he absolutely.
and I don't give a fuck how
Absolutely.
professional you are. Your instincts is you got grab
got to-
on something.
Yeah,
Like,
flinch.
yeah. But I
now-
did see Chris Rock kind of like, man. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have let Will come up there because I seen them like, here he come.
Hey, listen, I say we are dealing with an Oscar award-winning actor and a very skilled actor comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pookie.
You hear me? We're at the Pookie. You hear me?
He was cold with that, bro.
Absolutely, it was cold with Pookie. Man, listen. If you ever sold a bag in any motherfucking hood, when you saw Pookie on New Jack City, nigga,
Yeah.
that was your nigga. Everybody had a Pookie. Pookie was, everybody had a Pookie. So we dealing with that though. And we at the Oscars in a room full of skilled actor. In fact, the best of the best.
Yeah.
They're paid to. And you don't think they can't pull that shit off?
Keep my wife's name out
It's
your
Hollywood, bro.
fucking mouth.
You hear me?
That shit
Really?
still kind of bogus to me. I mean, the way it make us look, man, two black men doing that shit. I wouldn't even think the stage it,
money.
but they would have staged him smacking Will Ferrell or some shit.
I'm gonna say this. Now dig this. Dig this. Right after.
Or what's his name? Adam Chandler or some motherfucking body.
Oh wow! They're not hosting the Oscars. That happened Sunday. Monday morning, Chris Rock World Tour announced.
Yeah. And then
That
Will
the ego.
Smith was playing a role of a protective father. And then the speech he made after that, you know,
With the acting tears and shit.
yeah,
With the Oscar award winning tears and shit.
Man.
So just how raw they is.
how much it was, you
I'm
know, it was an
trying
honor
to
to play
figure
that
it
role.
out,
And
bro.
him being-
Let me ask y'all something though. Do y'all think, man, if that shit wasn't scripted and planned and executed perfectly, do y'all think them white people just gonna let that shit happen with no repercussions, man, on Will Smith?
Yeah.
You still a nigga. I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Yeah.
You still a nigga. This still our shit. You think, you know what I'm saying? Like, real, when you being for real, like, you think, come on, man.
And you
Hell
look
nah.
at Will Smith and his role as an actor, and then Chris Rock role, and you know Chris Rock he crossed over instantly
Yeah.
for the white people. Like he really they love Chris Rock. He ain't funny to me. I just respect his grind.
Yeah.
But white people love him, and then you look at Will, and you look at how they put that shit together like that.
Will is a one. You know a motherfucker, you know a nigga made it when you just, you know, you hit him on a one name basis.
Yeah.
You know, Will.
Yeah.
And when you hear, like, you no longer get called Denzel Washington, you know what I'm saying? Is you Denzel.
Yeah.
You can say Denzel and you know automatically know, your man don't go to
Yeah.
nothing nobody else, but
You see
know what I'm
Denzel
saying?
was over that
Yeah.
motherfucker. Denzel was like,
Yeah. This nigga.
Denzel look like.
Now let's discuss the flip side, fellas. Let's discuss the flip side. If it was real, let's explore the possibilities of if the shit was real. If it was real,
Will, you got away with a good one, man. I understand that, you know what I'm saying, don't disrespect my wife type shit. Chris Rock, a comedian, I don't know, I feel like if it was real, and why he didn't grab Will ass and slam him on his fucking head, because he walking away like he a player and shit, just turn, and that's another thing. Cool. Ain't no nigga walking away when you still on a nigga. Man, you still trying to see what a nigga gonna like.
Give me big slap, open hand, he like open hand,
slap or some shit.
He might as well hit the rock on that nigga.
Yeah, that shit.
No.
What you say? If it was real?
Like I say, man, if it was real, and the question was asked earlier, Baldy, like, man, I'd whoop his ass backstage. Why you have to just do that shit? Walk up and... Number one, you're not thinking about yourself. You are still...
Will. You will. What first name back? You still will. You will.
Yeah. You are still a high profile
Will Smith
celebrity.
Yeah.
That's not done with his career.
Yeah.
Maybe
Number two. Go ahead.
I mean, I saw the part of when people was like, maybe Will felt like he had something to, you know, prove to Jada and shit. Like this nigga, because you know Jada, she was looking kind of like.
Nah, nigga. Let me elaborate on that, because that's why I was getting at.
But you feel like you got enough sauce to do some shit like that?
Man, hell, now dig. Let me hit y'all with my if it was real type of shit. Y'all follow me now. Check this shit out, man. If it was real, let's just, you know, if it was, what happened was, G Will had a sucker attack. We discussed the sucker attacks on the last episode, you know what I'm saying? We was kicking it with my boy Fabian. If it was real, then what happened was Will had a sucker attack. Do we know what a sucker attack is?
No, break it down.
A sucker attack. You ain't never had a motherfucking chick in your life, you know what I'm saying, like that show? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that deep for you, you know, and some shit go wrong, you know, bitch, stop playing with me, I'll kill your ass. Don't play with me, but you do some wild out, you tweak over this broad. You feel me? Sucker attack.
I can't say Will had a sucker attack.
You can't say he had a sucker attack?
Wife.
No. I'm going to say why he had a sucker attack. That is your wife. So why the fuck was you laughing with the rest of the people?
Right. That's why I said he laughed.
You was laughing with her. That is your wife. So why are you laughing with the rest of the motherfucking crowd at the joke? And then when you notice that your wife had this pleasure with the joke, you get the fuck up and go slap the motherfucker that you was just laughing with everybody else with. That's some sucker shit.
Yeah,
that's sucker shit.
Yeah.
He had a sucker attack.
I mean,
make it make sense for me, Reg.
All of them was laughing.
Everybody
she was laughing.
Yeah.
And then she rolled her ass.
She was laughing.
And then when she rolled her ass and it wasn't funny no more, you took the liberty, you felt so liberated enough, you felt so entitled enough, you could walk up on the motherfucking stage with the George Jefferson pimp and goddamn it, open hand, rock bottom this nigga.
Let me ask you something. If you was on, and you got to look at it too, he a comedian, that's what he do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
that was you sitting,
it wasn't even bad. It wasn't even bad.
With your wife and your family.
If it was funny, it was funny. Me and my old lady got a crazy sense of humor.
Right.
You feel me? Like, we laugh at the wildest shit. Like, even my little sister got a crazy sense of humor. Like, I can't watch certain shit with Brittany.
What if not one of them days, though?
But Jada played that shit.
Listen, I'm just
Jada
asking.
played it. Jada, so I have an issue with Alpecia. Like, she played that shit. Yeah. Alpecia regular, G. You played that shit like, wait. You played that shit like you were taking chemotherapy or some shit. Like you was going to do chemotherapy.
Because look, she been bald-headed her whole fucking career. So I'm just giving you angles on it. That's all I'm doing.
Sucker attack.
But I still feel like Will was bogus. Like, to me, because it's like, nigga, you ain't do that on some hard shit like that was your instinct.
You didn't feel like that shit.
Instinct.
You didn't feel like you wasn't offended.
Yeah.
You wasn't offended.
Man, he
y'all
did
know
that
this
shit.
bitch, girl. You tired?
He did that shit.
You tired? Wait, fuck, scratch. You tired?
I told you, that's why.
You tired?
That's why I ain't. That's why I'm like,
You know
yeah,
where
I'm
I'm
good.
Smoking this shit.
I'm good. I know my limits.
Smoking
I
this
know
shit.
my limits.
You know where I'm
good.
finna go with it.
Yeah, I say, goddamn it, if it was real, then Will had a sucker attack, man. But then I also say,
I gotta
man,
go back on that. I agree with you then. Even if it's the wife, you can't. That's a different sucker attack.
Yeah,
he had a
sucker
sucker
shit. You
attack.
can't laugh with everybody else then because she
You think about it, then now you shit.
You still ain't even offended. You just because you see she mad, that just show how much control that she got. That wasn't
But
no,
this was when
that wasn't no defending. You weren't defending her honor.
Yeah.
You didn't because you didn't feel disrespected. You thought the shit was funny.
So now we go to Chris Rock. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you angles. It could have been real, it could have been fake. But Chris Rock played the shit out of that role. Because truthfully, he did like a nigga too that was like, okay, I'm on the Oscars, but nigga, you a bitch. Like he really said that because he's like, nigga, it was a joke.
Yeah.
And he like, really? A joke? Like, well, I beat your ass, but it was like, a joke. But right. Like I kept myself together, but it was a joke.
Let's give Chris Rock a motherfucking round of applause.
Definitely. Chris Rock, really.
Salute to Chris Rock. He was the real one. He was the real MVP. You feel me?
Because I couldn't have been
he could have been you, huh?
Nah.
Could have been you, beloved?
I don't think I could have been that professional.
Could have been you? Nah. Would you been the sucker, though? If it was funny, was it funny?
Like I say, I would have, if it was me personally, if I felt like I had to put my hands on him, I would have did the shit backstage.
I couldn't wait to backstage. You ain't wait to come and slap me.
No.
You
the
know
slap
how, like, you know how like
wait till.
Oh, you said Will could have waited?
No, I'm just saying, you know how like motherfuckers.
Now, that was
you hear about shit, concerts, shit going down backstage, walk the bound, a motherfucker getting beat up backstage, or I mean, that's why I'd have caught the nigga. I'd have whooped his ass, smacked him, or whatever. Whatever I was gonna do to him, I would have did the shit backstage.
That's why I say I think Will took advantage of the situation. Cause a real man would have did that, like, man, Chris, what the fuck, what you want, nigga? Don't ever do that shit again.
But what?
Chuck, like whatever. Now, if he would have said anything, and I would have put my hands on him.
But in my mind, like he said, what made you think you got enough sauce to? This ain't the BET Awards. This ain't
the Sauce Awards. This ain't the Sauce Awards, motherfucker.
This ain't. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Soul Train. You know what I'm saying? That's these motherfucking crackers.
Yeah, I mean,
he partied after. He wasn't worried about shit. That nigga was at the party getting jiggy with it. No.
What he worried about?
Kicked it.
He did what he wanted to
do. He definitely was the motherfucking guest of honor.
So do you think? So I'll ask you again. Do you think if that shit was real? You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, what if Chris would have popped up, nigga? Choked him out.
He wasn't worried about nothing.
You know what I'm saying? But
so, sucker attack. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm all for defending your
family.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you can't laugh at the shit and then try to nah. If it's funny, it's funny. It may lighten up.
She got them.
That limo ride back was gonna be a motherfucker if he didn't do something.
Do something.
Yeah, she was gonna
do something.
Yeah, Dipset.
So he was put in one of them
Wayne
situations.
said, "Why wait to go backstage? It's just gonna show that it ain't no time limit when you pop off."
That's why I said instincts. Like he smacked. I wouldn't have waited. You talking about Will Smith waiting to go backstage?
Will Smith should have waited to go backstage. And I say wait because at the end of the day, like, you wasn't offended. You laughed. It was funny to you. Like, it was funny to everybody else.
Moment, you got to do it in that moment. Like, it ain't the same.
Or don't do it at all. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't the same, yeah.
That was the sucker shit, because, again, Wayne, Will wasn't offended. He thought the shit was funny. Jada was offended. He
thought about it.
You doing something in that moment. All right, you go blow a nigga brains out in that moment. Where your ass going?
To jail, fam.
Where you going if he had a gun in his hand, walked up on a nigga and shot him?
We at the Oscars, though, beloved. What you talking about?
This is what I'm saying. Do it in that moment. That shit don't... Fuck do it in that moment.
That shit was staged.
My point is, even if it wasn't staged, do it in that moment, hell no.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that don't mean it's the right thing. That impulse shit. But sometimes shit happens.
He laughed because he knew he was going to slap his ass.
Damn. I wouldn't have never.
Hey, man, that shit wasn't real, man. That shit wasn't real.
Nigga, some hell of a
great.
Backstage, man. Backstage.
Real quick. Yo, Chicago been wild as fuck, man. Yo, Chicago. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. 95th in the Red Line platform.
Yeah.
Shit.
What was his name? TG? I'm just getting the name off the video. My man say, TG, nah, bro, nah, bro.
Oh, in the background?
Yeah, man. TG wasn't for none. TG all ass was not having it.
You think he should have had the gun on him?
Through TG? The CTA workers?
Yeah.
Or for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? CTA worker shot a man at the 95th and Red Line station a couple days ago, man, and like it's been a back and forth.
Don't say just shot a man.
No. I'm saying it's been a back and forth. All right, so here's the situation.
He shot a Hispanic.
He shot a Hispanic man.
That was drunk.
So come on, give us the narrative.
Hispanic man that was drunk.
Give us the narrative.
On the Red Line at like 2:30 in the morning. We always got to look at all the angles on the shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't just look at what's his name, TG.
Mm-hmm.
Because the video show I don't think the video showed the whole interaction.
Well, what the video showed, the video shows the Hispanic male and the CTA worker having words back and forth. Then the video shows the Hispanic male, you know what I'm saying, walking backwards, you know what I'm saying, like away from the conversation, even holding his hands out like, all right, go on, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
He was doing that because, what's his name, he had something in his hand.
No, TG didn't have it.
Yeah, he did. He was walking up to him with something.
He didn't have the hammer in his hand.
No, it was something else.
All right, but at the end of the day, all right. Maybe
that's why he bagging back. What I'm saying is, so maybe he was the aggressor at first. Now he bagging back because the old man, like, nigga, get your ass on.
Okay,
maybe that was the
that's
case.
The truth. So at that point in time, let's go with that narrative. At that point in time, yes, you win.
He had his hands up though, right?
Okay, that's all I'm saying. G. We talk about what's gonna go on in that building.
He had his hands up. After that, the old man approached him. He pushed his ass. He fell. What did he do? He stood over him or something? Did he? He said something to him like.
He got up, but he took off down the thing, man. He started blowing down the thing.
Nah, he didn't get up like that.
You got to go there. So from what I see, you know what I'm saying? The Hispanic male is, you know what I'm saying? All right, maybe I was tweaking, but I don't want no smoke.
Right, now I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke.
Now I don't. But I'm right there. Old man,
okay, but that's all that matters. Now I don't. Once I'm waving a white flag saying you win, that's it.
You just can't.
You can't just keep. Now you see me waving a white flag. Now you just gonna go in for the kill anyway. My hands like this. I'm backing up. If I'm able to push your ass down, you steady approaching me in my personal space.
You in my space. You got to stay professional. You at work.
You at work, right? Man. Like,
so let's keep going with what else.
All right, so
after that, he pushed him. That was behind. That's the backstory too.
All right, the backstory. I get it, to protect the girl. Yes, I'm telling you how this gonna go in the court of law.
Wait, we ain't got that yet though.
All of that could be right, but at the end of the day, once he waved that white flag, and once he showed you didn't want no smoke, the backstory could be all real. He could have been an aggressor at first. You won the battle. You warded him off. Whatever you said to him, you intimidated him enough to where he didn't want a problem anymore. You know what I'm saying? And
when he was approaching him with something in his hand.
Whatever it was. It wasn't that motherfucking hammer.
No, it wasn't. At that point, he was like he needed it.
It wasn't that hammer. You get in his personal space, the Hispanic male pushed TG down. Right. TG hit the ground. Rock. Boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
My man.
Okay, keep going.
He definitely did that.
TG roll over. While rolling over, TG going in the cargo pocket. TG not in the pants pocket up here where the money at. TG going in the cargo pocket as he getting his ass up off
but
the floor.
The Mexican didn't come and stand over him?
When the man pushed him, he did.
He said
walk up to him and said something to him, but again, this Aleem already was in my space.
Okay, at that point, maybe the old man had his flags up on the ground.
Great. All right. So
so now he now he the aggressive and the old man.
So-
He's like, I'm done. I'm on the ground.
Okay, great.
Wait, no, he
Wait.
I'm done.
All right,
He
all right,
after he won,
all right, great. Come on, I got you.
he approached the old
Nah.
man after he was done. Now the old man got him. He waved his flags. The old man got in his space.
Chicago
He
pocket.
pushed him down. Now the Mexican in his space.
Correct.
So now he want to defend himself, but he's an old man. He can't gather himself like we can.
Okay.
So all that time that you saw him, the Mexican get a chance to do all that. Once the old man was pushed down and he came towards him, in his mind he probably was like, I'm finna shoot him. But he couldn't gather himself as fast as you can or me. So now he got the roll. Now I'm finna shoot. And by the time he looked up, oh, this nigga the roll. Now
He the roll.
this nigga by the stairs. Now I gotta catch him. But now he
Murder.
Yeah.
but no,
Murder.
20-6.
Murder.
if he would
20-6.
have shot him when he
Murder.
was down after he
That's different.
he couldn't
That,
gather himself.
oh well.
He
Oh well. Oh well. Oh fucking well.
He couldn't gather
Oh well. That's not AA.
If you had shot him while he was on the ground,
That's different.
He wanted to.
But
he couldn't
that's
gather
what you should-
himself.
If that's what you was on, that was your time right there.
You should have
The
stayed.
old man won. He couldn't. He had to go in his cargos. Them cargos. he had to get
Yeah,
it.
all that's correct, but
By the time he
what
looked
you
up, he found
did,
this
what you
motherfucker.
did was not self-defense, my man.
It wasn't, but I'm just
Because at the end
saying.
of the day, I get what
I
you're
gotta give
saying.
you all angles. We can't keep watching
Nah,
this shit on the
nah,
news. Yup, that was,
you know when I watch it, you know I know. I
Yeah.
get the narrative. But what I'm trying to tell you how this shit finna go and how we got to move a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That anger. When he pushed TG down, boy, TG was pissed when
That's what
he
I'm telling
rocked. He was pissed.
As soon as
But
he put his hands on him, he like, nigga, I'm finna.
let me get to this part though. But again, even if the Hispanic male did walk up on him, while TG rocking and rolling, trying to get up, going in the cargo to get the joint,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? The Hispanic man clean halfway down the fucking escalator on the
his
on
man
the platform
already
somewhere. On the platform. Your ass got up in pursuit of this man. You know what I'm
know
saying? He ain't no. On the video, you hear TG say, no, fuck. No, fuck that.
He forgot where he was at.
Man, he blacked out.
He
TG
forgot he was at work.
TG got the blowing down the motherfucking stairs, bro. You got people down there on the ramp, lives and dancing. TJ get no fuck. He blowing down that bitch. Let all them motherfuckers go, bro.
He bogus.
Hell yeah,
He
TG bogus. Did a
He forgot where
motherfucker.
he was at though, but I'm saying that's that
TG
Man.
bogus. TG, you.
real
No.
time.
And
You don't know what you would do.
Now dig this shit
Real
though.
time?
Nah, well, real time. If you got that bitch on you like that, TG, don't have that bitch in your car. bro.
TG must have had some altercations before too.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
you see all these CC
TG a real nigga. Apparently. TG old school. TG.
TG ain't-
Yeah, TG a motherfucker got the 38 in the Crown Royal bag on your motherfucking head. TG a real nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hear the nigga record a video, nah, phone, put that back. TG.
Yeah.
TG
no.
gang gang.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? He
right.
just an old nigga. You hear me? He ain't for none of that shit.
He just an add your ass.
Yeah, and my homie right here with the camera, I know he right here. We talk about it all the time, an embarrassment. I got to kill you, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm TG in the hood. You can never push me down on the motherfucking job, rock and roll me, and then tell about
TG
it.
blanked out.
TG blanked out.
As soon as he put his hands on him, he blanked.
That was
Right. Now,
You a wild boy.
CTA worker, no bond.
Yeah.
TG has no bond. How do we feel about that? How we feel about that? We didn't get it out.
No, I mean, look what he did.
TG did that shit to himself.
Hey, y'all got me
TG
crying.
got like-
Y'all got me crying in this
Nah, you got
motherfucker, man.
yourself crying. This
Jeez
nigga talking
Louise.
about rock and roll.
TG
He
got so
a
many
blast
counts of
down
attempted
Chicago.
murder and shit. All them people on that platform.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, reckless as hell,
Yeah.
bro.
He blacked out. All them
Yeah.
people on that platform is on his case.
Yeah.
But you a public servant.
And he blacked out though. But it gotta come to some type of point too, like with these workers and shit, till you look at that too, like, damn, why would TG have a gun on? Is that TG that type of nigga too? Or did the job make him be like, fuck that, I'm bringing my move?
I think TG had a FOIA card. But
He had a
T-
FOIA card. Everybody did.
But TG didn't have a concealed and carry card.
He did.
He didn't have that.
You
did.
definitely didn't.
TG brought that bitch out the crib. He say, fuck it.
And
Now,
dude was
had you fell, hit the ground as he, you know what I'm saying, approach you, you get up in the car going and whopped his ass, self-defense all day long. Bro, you went in pursuit of this man.
Yeah.
You hear me? I wouldn't even put that bitch out.
He couldn't.
He couldn't get to it,
He
right?
couldn't gather
That's
himself.
fucked up. It's fucked up.
couldn't gather himself.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But dude was, like I say, the Mexican man.
So now listen, you work in the trauma unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you that came through your joint?
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, can't really say too much, but he was fucked up. And he was he didn't want to cooperate and shit like that. So
What TG was blowing? What TG? Can y'all tell what TG had? What was
I don't know, because
it?
whatever
He
it
said
was, he
32
knew
automatic.
how to work that motherfucker. Like
What?
he knew his gun.
What?
Yeah.
He could just get to that bitch. No, it wasn't no revolver.
Nah, he rapping.
No, that was a motherfucking clipping. That bitch.
32 automatic.
He let
If
that
he had a
motherfucker
switch, he
go.
would have hit that
Oh
motherfucker.
man,
That
G.
was his switch.
He
Yeah.
trigger happy
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
He got busy with that motherfucker.
Not crucial
But-
conflict.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I showed my age.
TG era.
Yeah. I say TG was
TG
old.
older than
Hell
that.
yeah. Yeah,
That ain't no
TG Al Greeno.
Oh,
TG,
TG had to be
TG
at least-
hot grits in the shower.
At least 55, 60. He
yeah.
bogus if he ain't, because he
Yeah.
shouldn't have able to.
Yeah.
The man
And
ain't have
you
no
know,
balance.
We gonna do the video up. You had to watch the video. Apparently he be kicking it with the platform dwellers, because he be niggas up there selling loose squares and shit like that. Yeah.
TG now.
Yeah, right. You hear me? Yeah.
No.
No, you're right. You feel me? So
And then too, at the end of the day, we talking about it, we joking and shit, but it is a serious matter because somebody,
For sure.
family
For
got
sure.
affected by that. Both families affected by that.
Yeah.
TG went to work and I ain't coming home.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Don't
unfortunate.
ever get it twisted. We,
Yeah,
I
it's
absolutely,
definitely unfortunate
for
that,
sure.
That happened
Super.
to both of them. You hate to see that happen to both
For
of them.
sure.
So.
Dude shouldn't have been on that platform fucking around doing what he was doing. And
That's
TG
why I say
fucking
exactly. Both of them.
TG
That was
should've
my
hit that
whole
emergency,
point.
boy. He got definitely got his ass back in that
Yeah.
motherfucking box.
I don't think it
Wherever
just
he was
happened.
supposed to been standing.
Definitely, I don't think it just happened on some bull. I
It's
think it happened
protocol.
because
It's an emergency.
The shit-
Step your ass back in that box and lock that door. That glass bulletproof. Dude
Oh.
shouldn't have been up there, and TG shouldn't have blew that motherfucking hammer.
I want to ask y'all something. Did y'all see episode 21 with Fabian?
No,
yeah, I
not
saw
yet.
it.
You ain't see it yet?
Not yet.
All right, so did y'all see the
I seen the clip.
Cairo interview?
Yes.
The Cairo interview. You saw the interview?
Yes.
You see that
I don't
interview?
think I saw the whole move on it.
So it go back to what the conversation we was having. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much is it? Like how much is enough?
Mm-hmm.
When you in that position,
What, to act off impulse or whatever you.
No, like to as far as giving to your like what Cairo made some real interesting accusations. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we talk about it all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying, when you embedded in your community, like, but
Oh, I saw that part.
yeah, only certain people get held accountable as far like
Yeah.
like you could be a lawyer, 7-figure nigga lawyer, come from the same block, same hood, and I could be an entertainer coming from the same hood, 7-figure nigga, and I'm expected to
Yeah.
more
A
than
little bit more.
then
You held accountable for
yeah.
Yeah, and it's always like that too, though.
Yeah. This nigga over here finna fall asleep on us, Reg, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you back and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Beloved, I ain't told you about that shit. Beloved been around some motherfuckers that ain't been us, man. We'll
Hey,
get
man.
Beloved together, man. We'll get Beloved together.
Last time I was here, Reg was over here knocked out
Yeah,
sleep.
and that's what I learned.
Y'all right, you feel me? Y'all gotta stop smoking with that
Know your
ambassador.
limits. Know your limits, man.
All right.
You gotta know them.
This is episode 22 of the podcast, Heat Check. Y'all know what happened. Y'all heard what happened. Y'all seen what happened. We just talked about what happened. My boy Reg ran harder back. Got my boy Beloved over here, and I'm your boy Prophet Robinstein. We gonna catch you next time.
My niggas 24 with the cocoa. Make a fiend to the street like go-go. Came in with stick, no pogo. Go Nick, make everybody get low. One shot to the head, that dolo. All my hitters gon' hit on score go. Just like this money we don't fold. We live and die by the Chico. Vegas bitch with the side. And a quarter brick of that guy. Keep post, she don't speak, she shot. On bro shit, let